Very glad you could join us on the Weather Network. It is Friday, November the 13th, and it's always around this time every week that we are joined by our night sky guy, the one and the only Andrew Fazekas. Andrew, how are you today?
Hey, Chris, doing great.
Are you superstitious type?
Not really, but I always like to hear about these kind of crazy predictions. I like it. I like to hear about it. It's fun.
Well, I think actually a crazy prediction of sorts may be something of a topic we will discuss as we get later on in this particular episode. But first, last week, Andrew, you and I were talking about a meteor sprinkle. This time, are we talking about a bona fide meteor shower?
Yeah, that's right. We're moving from sprinkle last week to showers. And, of course, November is full of these kind of spring downpours, right? So there's one of the celestial kind coming up next week. We're talking Monday night into Tuesday morning. So mark down the November 17th on your calendars. That's when the Leonid meteor shower is peaking. Now, usually this is pretty much of a trickle of meteors that we can see, but this year astronomers are really predicting that there's going to be a good show of 30 to 50 meteors that people can see across Canada during peak hours between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. in the morning. So you got to stay up late night. Make sure you bundle up. It's extremely cold now, right? And so bring out that hot chocolate and just look up, straight up, from facing sort of the eastern sky, because they seem to radiate from the Leo constellation. That's where they get their name, the Leonids, because they appear to all radiate, all these shooting stars, out from the Leo constellation, which rises after midnight, local midnight in the eastern sky. And so you want to look towards the radiant of the shower, and that's where you see the best show.
All right, well, of course, we will have your long-range forecast coming up at the top bottom of the hour, and we have clear skies on that Monday night, early Tuesday morning. You may get a little celestial treat. Something I get asked a lot, Andrew, to pass along to you is about the International Space Station. Any sightings expected coming up?
You bet. You don't have to wait until Monday night for a neat celestial show. Tonight, all the way through next week, when you get clear skies, take a look for the space station. It's making very convenient supper time flybys over your backyard or front porch. This is a picture I actually took 2 nights ago from my driveway, which is in a light-polluted suburb region of Montreal, and that streak you see is the actual space station. It's a 30-second exposure showing you the movement of the space station across the sky in just 30 seconds. It's traveling at 29,000 kilometers per hour with 6 astronauts aboard, including a Canadian, Robert Thirsk, is there, and you can see it flying overhead as a very, very bright star over the course of the next week. And all you need to know is when and where, and I'll have all that information on my website. All
right, well done, Andrew. And all right, obviously grabbing a lot of headlines is the movie 2012. You care to weigh in your 2 cents on this, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm planning on going to see it this weekend, and it's a great blockbuster movie about the end of the world. Of course, Hollywood loves that, but it's full of, unfortunately, some real big science gaffes and fallacies. And some people are actually, thinking that some of this is real, and it's all folding in all kinds of different predictions, mainly about the Mayan calendar coming to the end. The reality is that it is going from basically one millennia to the next. It's not the end of times. Also, there's no planetary alignment that's going to be happening as portrayed in the movie that will tug us out of our Earth's orbit and wreak havoc. So there's a lot of things that just are kind of like more of a fantasy event. But you know what? It's a great popcorn movie, and I'm planning on enjoying it. But that's all it is. It's a science fiction as opposed to science fact.
Well, I mean, come on, Andrew. Let's be honest. Does anybody want to go to see a movie where the hype is, come watch this movie where nothing's going to happen?
Exactly. The more mayhem, the better, right?
Some things never change.
It is a Hollywood movie, and it's just that. But go have fun, but don't take it for real.
All right, Andrew, before we let you go, if people have a question, a comment, they want to get a hold of you, find out more information, how can they do that?
Well, if you have any questions about the 2012 controversy or looking at the space station or anything else about the night sky, come and visit me on my webpage. It's thenightskyguy.com.
You're a good man, Andrew. As always, thank you for stopping by. We'll talk with you next week.
You bet. Clear skies.
All right. Now, let's take a look at this evening's conditions. Maybe you'll be able to see the space station if you have clear skies. Temperatures are cool, though, sub-zero in a lot of cities, so make sure you bundle up to do some stargazing. Your local forecast comes up every 10 minutes on the 10s here at the Weather Network.
Weather News.